I said, I'm going to go work for Arbonne. Little did I know, I'm not really working for Arbonne. I'm an independent consultant, but that's what I said. I'm going to go work for Arbonne. He said, isn't that the company, the products that we've been using? Yes, it is. And now on the back it says where they're distributed, Irvine, California. I never noticed that. Jerry did. You're going to hear. He's the detail boy. He said, isn't that in California? I'm like, well, they have this really cool plan that you can actually have a business from home. And right about the time I say home, I pull into the garage, and the phone went completely silent. Well, I think I've dropped him. So I'm like, hey, Jerry, are you there? Completely silent. He goes, Rochelle. It's a very serious voice. Rochelle, is this network marketing? Oh my gosh! How do you know about network marketing? If you know about this and you're the business guy, why aren't we already doing this? I'm like, I totally is network marketing. He says, Rochelle, don't buy anything and don't sign anything. I'm on my way home. So, this is very true, but by the time he got home, I had put on my helmet and my guard, and I was ready for him. And I said, now, Jerry, what is it about network marketing that you are acting like this? This is not like you. And he said, I don't want to be part of the stalker crowd. Like, the stalker crowd? We're part of the, we're going to change people's lives crowd. What do you mean the stalker crowd? So he says, I say to him, Jerry, that excuse is not going to work for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start my business. You do a little research, and if you can come up with something better than you don't want to be part of the stalker crowd, then I will happily listen to what you have to say. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and start a business. Now, the story has always been that Jerry did his research, and about 90 days later, that he was very excited and all pumped up. Well, at one point, someone was asking me, so what was your income at 90 days? And I went back and looked, and I made about $1,200 90 days in, and about the same day that check came in the mail, Jerry was like, I found the research. Arbonne is the answer. It's a great plan B. So we're not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg. You can make up your own mind there. But with that said, Arbonne has changed our life. It has, oh my goodness, I lost the word. Exceeded. It has exceeded our expectations, and you're going to hear a little bit tonight about why that is.
Thank you. All that's true. Thank you. The interesting thing is that when you take a look at the business, it is just as compelling as the products. And the nice thing about the Arbonne opportunity is it is a blend of both. But I think you have to take a moment and step back and say, I want to understand why this is the best opportunity for me. And I think one of the things I'd like to do is walk you through in a macro sense and then drill down to a micro sense of why this is a compelling opportunity for you and your family. If you'll notice what's happening in our economy and in our culture, there are 5 cultural movements that are occurring today. And those cultural movements are changing the way we buy products, the way that we make money, and the way that we live. And I think that this is really the opportunity that we're operating within. So when we look at the first cultural movement, it's lifestyle, the second is self-employment, third is direct shopping, fourth is consumer experience, and fifth is total wellness. Let's take these apart one at a time. The first one is the lifestyle movement. The lifestyle movement says that it is not enough for me and my family. I want financial freedom and I want time freedom. Anybody here have any kind of relation to that? Where, you know, you're paying the bills, maybe just barely, but you have no time. There's a book actually called The New Professionals by Dr. Charles King where he highlights this, that the new professional of today is requiring that they both have financial freedom and time freedom, and that equates to personal freedom. It's a lifestyle movement that is sweeping really the globe. The second movement is self-employment movement, really where we're seeing a shift in the new economy from people realizing that if they are an employee, if they're receiving a W-2 stub at the end of the year, they have a liability to be downsized, right-sized, outsized, some kind of size, but basically they don't have a job. There's a shift that's moving to an entrepreneur type process. And what that is actually Steve Jobs was the first one in 1985 that said the Macintosh team was basically the first entrepreneurship team. And what that means is, and I'm not saying it incorrectly, I know there's entrepreneur, this is intrapreneur. And you can actually look it up in Wikipedia if you'd like. And basically what it means is that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're an individual that has the ability to innovate, to run your own business, make your own decisions under an umbrella of a corporate structure that does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, which increases your success rate and lowers your risk. This is a movement that is occurring and actually is really taking the U.S. certainly by storm. The third movement is the direct shopping movement. Do you know that last year was the first year that direct sales, internet sales, surpassed all retail sales? The direct shopping movement, how many people in the last 90 days purchased something online? Anybody not? There's a few, okay. You know. Use counterculture, that's okay. You can be here. But that is a movement. That is not falling down, it's not slowing down, it's actually accelerating. That's an important thing to take advantage of. The next is the consumer experience movement. The consumer experience movement says that I want it to be personal, I want it to be customized, and I want to be educated about the process. The consumer is in charge. Go anywhere, read any research, look at any TV commercials. They're catering to the consumer. The consumer is the one that is in charge, and people are demanding more of their products, demanding more of their companies, demanding more, period. And they want it to look like them and to be customized for them. The final movement, the fifth movement that's occurring, and all these are occurring at the same time, which creates a timing opportunity that we'll speak to. The last movement is the total wellness movement. The wellness movement is exploding. People understand that it is important not only what you put in your body, what you put on your body, and what you do with your body. It will impact your quality of life. You see that the aging global population, they're taking charge of their health choices. 70%. The Journal for American Medical Association says 70% of all diseases could be prevented by taking a daily supplement. When we look at wellness products and services, both products and services, it's over a $500 billion, $500 billion a year industry. And the anti-aging booming industry, I would just say anti-aging is booming. It is something that people say, you know what, it's not only enough for me to feel good, I want to look good at the same time. Those are the 5 movements that are happening at the same time that create a timing opportunity for you from a business standpoint. But there is another factor that I think is important to take advantage of.
It's called the female factor. And I'm just going to go right through these. I think this is very exciting for men and for women. The power of the purse. Women are the economic engine of the future. Women represent the biggest emerging market that we will see in our lifetime. Female earned, oh, you're going to like this, women and men. Female earned income expected to increase by 50% over the next 5 years. And here is something that is very interesting, especially whenever you take a look at our products, and that our products are household products, that 85% of all consumer decisions are made or influenced by a woman. So, we are so excited, and we know that we have lots of smart men in here that know a woman, but there is a place for everyone, just like they showed you on that video. And tonight, I'm so excited to introduce my very good friend, Executive National Vice President, Kathy Lutz. And Kathy is going to share with us a little bit of her story. Woo! Yes, let's give her a round of applause. Right. Woo!
Aren't they an amazing team? Dynamic duo.
Yeah.